my name is Sterling. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm just going to do a quick run through of my really simple planner slash budget setup. So to start, I've been kind of in and out of trying to use a planner and get into planning and budgeting for over a few years now. I find that a lot of the systems are just overcomplicated for what I need it for. Our main budget concerns are setting up a sinking fund, getting a decent chunk in our savings to start. We're just going to start with $1,000. It's a very attainable goal, as well as preparing to start paying off debts. So for this setup, you really only need a few things. I've got a basic monthly planner that I bought from TJ Maxx. I think it was like $5 or $4 some change. I have some pens, highlighters, and sticky notes to write things down in my monthly planner and highlight what's done, what's coming up, all of that jazz. And then I have my laptop, which I use for whatever it's called. That's Apple's equivalent of Excel. And that's just to put everything in along with the monthly income to see what we should have as a remainder. And that's what I base my budget off of. The main way that I stay on top of our budget and spending is I just take one day out of the week, somewhere between Friday, which is payday, and Sunday, which is the beginning of our week, and I look at the amount we have in our account minus the amount of expenses we have coming up that upcoming week. So if we're planning on...
Here's a quick look at how I do my monthly setup. I just go through and write out the bills that are due for each month, each day, as well as their totals. At the end of the week, I do a quick check-in just to see what's coming up for expenses for that upcoming week to keep track of everything. The green highlighter is for things that are auto billed. The purple highlighter are for things that I have to pay for manually. Currently, this is the extent of my budgeting. I don't really have anything set up yet to do for savings and moving money around a lot, mainly because our focus right now is to just reel in our spending to see what we would have left over at the end of the month to put towards savings goals and sinking funds and all of those things. But just writing things out this way really keeps me accountable. It keeps me on top of everything, having it out in front of me where I can access it pretty easily. And then off to the side here, you'll see me put up some sticky notes for some expenses that we may have coming up or may not, just depends. We are looking at refinishing our hardwood floors ourselves, so I just have the totals for things that their total costs and what we should have set aside for it.
So that's pretty much it for what I do for our monthly budget. It's incredibly simple. Try to keep it as basic as possible, not a lot of moving parts. And to keep track of it, I just do a weekly check-in, checking out my balances, what I have coming up, so that way there's no surprise expenses. And pretty much just try to keep from spending or buying anything that isn't necessary until the end of the month. And then I look at what I have for my excess and split that up for savings, sinking funds, putting a little bit extra towards paying off debts. And that's about it. It's about as automated, as basic as it possibly can be. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this and it gave you an idea of what you can do for your budgets if you're trying to get into it. And then, just keeping things as simple and basic as possible is the only way that it works for me. So, yeah, good luck. See ya.
So uncomfortable, I hope the audio isn't garbage.